Hey, what's your boy? Chips Ahoy. Back again with another video. So I'm gonna be doing an updated video on PC optimizations for Windows. I've upgraded to Windows 11. I found some other stuff that you guys can try or use or whatever, and basically just summarizing everything, going through this as quick as I possibly can because there's not a whole lot else that I have found, but I'm gonna have everything that I find and have found in the description, chronological order if I remember to. But yeah, a little disclaimer: if for whatever reason your PC starts having problems and it starts with like blue screen or crash or whatever, it's not my problem. Everything here that I have found and I'm using currently is all safe and shouldn't cause any issues really at all. Yeah. Okay, so first we're gonna be going to I've used Christitus's Debloater before, and it still works very well. I'll link the website in the description to where you can get the command that you have to run in PowerShell. So you have to go to PowerShell, make sure that it is being run as administrator, or else it will not work if I'm not mistaken. So paste it in and let it do its thing. It might take a minute if this is the first time that you're running it. Yep. And then when it is up, follow my steps, and you can do whatever you really want, but you know, that's what I'm going to recommend that you guys are doing. You go to tweaks. If you're on desktop and it's, I wouldn't really say higher end, but just desktop period. If you're on desktop PC, just click desktop, and then there's a couple of things that I recommend you do. Disable mouse acceleration. If you play games, this actually makes your mouse feel a little more responsive and it's not all weird. And then if you're on Windows 11, set classic right click menu. So it's actually like it comes up with the Windows 10 menu right here instead of the Windows 11 where you gotta click then the more options or whatever. And also, if you don't really use Cortana, just remove Cortana, which I already have. So yeah, I'm not gonna run it, but when it is done, it'll say like it's done. I think it creates a restore point and whatever. Two other things that you can do if you want to delete temporary files, you can do it there as well, but I have other stuff in this video that I'm going to be showing you guys that also cleans temporary files and clears cache and prefetch files, logs, and whatever. If you want to, you can do this as well at Ultimate Performance Plan, but there's also another program that I'm going to be showing you guys that you could use if you want to, that'll give you a Ultimate Performance Plan type of thing for your power management. Alright, and then go to updates. Yes, it is recommended just to do security updates for Windows, but I have mine on default out of the box. I kind of like to keep my computer as updated as I possibly can, but that's personal. You do whatever you want. Alright, pardon me. When I'm done with all that, close all of that. Now, like I said, home. I'm gonna open it. I'm not gonna run anything, of course. I've had issues with it, kinda, but I think it was conflicting because I was using already a debloater, Christitus's thing. I might have been messing with something. It does say applied stuff, so I don't know if it's saved or not, but I really don't care. You can basically do everything. If you have an AMD graphics card, do that. Of course, if you have an NVIDIA graphics card, am I blind? They have an NVIDIA right here. But yeah. They also have internet tweak stuff. They basically have like a bit of everything, and it does get updated. So, and they have a Discord too, public Discord. So if you have issues with it, then you just go in there and ask them about it, basically. Again, I'll link the download link for this in the description as well. Again, I don't really personally recommend using it if you've already done the Christitus's Debloater. Okay, so next we're going to be doing the clearing temporary files. You don't need to if you don't want to, but this just gets rid of a bunch of nonsense and gives you more storage space as well. First we're going to use the script that I made. Well, I didn't really make, but I found and made. You have to run it as admin. If you don't, it won't get rid of all the files. Just press enter and restart again, and then it's done. Simple. Next we're going to be doing CCleaner. You can also use BleachBit if you want to. Either one. Apparently I have a trial. I'm going to use it. I can't. Damn. Oh well. If you have a trial, go to the driver updater and update your drivers. Highly recommend that. You can fix issues, and if you have issues with something, or it'll even just maybe help performance and security, whatever. Yeah, I have stuff to update, but I can't because I don't got my free trial. There's also another program that you can use for updating your drivers, but it's really slow. It's called Driver Easy. I'll link it in the description if I remember. It's right there. Just look up Driver Easy if I don't then. But for this, yeah, I'll close my browser or whatever. Here in a minute. All it does, it's a thing while it scans. Might take a minute actually. Hold on. Okay, so go to privacy. Click off these two. That's what I'm doing. If you want to clear cookies off your browser, then you can, but it will clear off all of your logins and everything. So it's just gonna be kind of pain in the ass. Is why I don't really do it. And then history, because I don't really want to delete my browser history. So, but temporary internet files is fine. And then, click that. I'll let this do a thing, and then when it's done, I really don't recommend doing anything else in there actually. Make sure it's quit then. I'm gonna worry about it now. BleachBit is kind of the same-ish. I'll just show you it quick, but I don't really use it. Well, I've used it, but I don't use it. If it comes up with command prompt for, admin or whatever, obviously click yes. Basically anything where it says like temporary files or even cache for certain things, I don't know why Discord, it didn't really work for me. Do that. I really don't care about Firefox because other stuff that I have basically clears that anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, or any browser that you don't use anymore, like Edge, whatever, just prefetch and that. Have been temporary files, like just temporary files and what have you, and then run it. I'm not going to run it because it will take a little while, but you can use that if you want to. Don't have to. Now, Microsoft made a thing that actually seems to work pretty well. It's basically like an all-in-one thing. It clears temporary files and clears your memory. I think it clears your memory cache, I'm guessing. But you will click boost and see it did go down a little bit, but yeah. And then there's the health thing, and this is basically other temporary files and stuff if I'm not mistaken. Okay, next I'm gonna say go to task manager. If you don't have that, then just type task manager in the search bar or WinR WinR and task manager or whatever. Get to it. Go to your startup apps. Disable anything that you do not use. It'll make your computer start up way faster and it will speed it up a little bit. Okay? Now, everything here that I have enabled is stuff that I use. Like my voice meter for my audio thing for my microphone, and just a couple other things which I wanted started up like Discord or this, which is also for Discord, and my screenshot thing, and even PC manager thing, because I've been using it actually quite a bit the last couple of days. Yeah, I don't know. That's about it for that. Now, I'm gonna link the thing for the driver uninstall thing and optimization, technically, like what you really need for it and whatnot, in the description. It's like a whole process. I could not be asked to show you guys how to do that. It's gonna take way too long. Now, next we're gonna be doing the internet stuff. So only a couple of things because they're the debloater that I used and also Home kind of does that stuff for the internet related stuff. You can use Home for that. If you only want to use that for internet related tweaks, you can use Home if you want to. So go to there. Now of course they gotta change everything, so you gotta go to I don't know what the advanced network settings and then more network adapter settings, more clicks apparently. If you're using Wi-Fi, obviously keep it enabled, but if you're just using Ethernet, I disable mine. I have no clue if it does anything. I swear it does something, but I can't remember for the life of me. Go to Ethernet then, because I'm using Ethernet. And also, if you just want better connection, just use Ethernet too. If you want better ping and more stable connection just in general, just use Ethernet if you can. Go to properties. You can disable everything in here. If there's something with your VPN, and also if there's something with your VPN in here, don't disable it, because if you're using your VPN, you won't be able to use it then. Only things that you got to keep on then is only for Microsoft Networks. You need the VirtualBox thing, and then you need the Internet Protocol version 4, obviously, because that's your actual internet connection right there. So double click it. Make sure it's whatever DNS you want it to be set to. Either use Google or Cloudflare's. I'm using Google's right now. It's closest to me. So basically just look up what is the closest DNS provider to you. And ping it then. And how you would ping it to see if you're actually getting a decent ping to it. You just go to command prompt and you literally just ping. Now, let's say Cloudflare's 1.1.1.1. Just ping it. I'm getting like about 30, which is normal. Cloudflare and Google are basically kind of the same for me, but I just use Google because I think it gives me a little bit more stable internet. You can look into that more by yourself. Go on YouTube, go on Google, whatever. I'm not going to go in depth on that because that's just a whole thing again. Also, type in game mode. Wow, I cannot type. Make sure game mode is turned on. Go to graphics. If you have like games that you want actually to be able to like just use high performance, make sure that they are on it. The majority of mine are already by default, I think. But yeah, just you can look at that up on YouTube as well, because it does do something too, because it'll give more priority to your game instead of the stuff in your background, especially if you have like a browser and other stuff in the background open up all the time, you know. Power plan is gonna be the last thing if I got everything right. So power plan, of course, because you gotta change where everything is. Still on Hone. I don't really want to use Hone's ultimate performance plan, but you can. I'd use high performance. Now, if you're on like a laptop, don't use high performance or ultimate performance. Use just balance. Windows is perfectly fine, and it'll degrade your battery if you are on a laptop, of course. So just keep that in mind. I think mine's gonna keep on that because I got the tweaks set up in Hone, which I'll probably disable after this video actually. But yeah, I think I just maybe now it'll actually stay. I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, it is now. But yeah, that's all I got. Got any questions, comments, or concerns? Let me know. Watch my other videos because I talk about other stuff that I probably don't talk about on this, but this is like the main stuff. I recommend doing everything that I've listed and talked about in this video. So yeah. With all that being said, have a great and amazing day. And until the next one, adios.